This week's US CQM Forecast Alert is: the US economy has started to expand in November. Comparing the updated actual values of monthly economic indicators with the ARIMA forecast, we can expect the economic growth rate on the expenditure side will be revised up due to the improvement in net export, that on the income side due to the increase in personal income, and that on the PCA forecast due to the increase in real money supply. As a result, the economy on both the expenditure and income sides are now growing at over 2%. The average growth rate on both sides has been revised upward by 1.06% to 2.45%. The CQM forecast indicates that the US economy has started to expand in November. Unlike the CQM forecast, the PCA forecast revised the economic growth rate upward only by 0.1% from 1.03% to 1.13%, and revised the GDP price deflator upward from 2.57% to 2.66%. Real money supply grew 0.17% in October versus the ARIMA forecast of minus 0.01%, contributing to an upward revision of the PCA forecast for economic growth. The main reason for PCA's upward revision of the GDP price deflator to 2.66% from 2.57% is that the money supply grew 0.42% in October, higher than the ARIMA forecast of 0.24%. PCA predicted using ARIMA the growth rate of S&P 500 in November to be 1.42%. However, as of November 27, average S&P 500 has already grown more than 2.3%. The employment gains in October was very small at 12K, and PCA using ARIMA predicted that the employment would increase 217K in November. If the employment gains in November exceed 270K as a rebound from October, this will contribute to an upward revision of PCA's economic growth rate. Then the PCA forecast will also show signs of future economic expansion, although not as much as CQM's. Conclusions from this week's US CQM Forecast Alert. The first, as November began, CQM forecast has started to show clear signs of economic expansion. The second, the PCA forecast will likely show signs of economic expansion going forward, although not as strongly as the CQM forecast. The third, potential contributors to PCA's upward revision of economic growth include the S&P 500 and job gains of over 217K in November. This slide contains additional information about this week's detailed CQM forecast.